Welcome into Charlotte and Gordon Hanson Stadium here for Jamestown Blue Jay football here against Wahpeton for homecoming week. Sorry to cut the interview short there with head coach Bill Nelson. Kicking off a little earlier than expected, 6:57, and Sletto with the boot, and she will kick it off. It's number 16 back for Wahpeton. He'll kick it out to the left side, out to the numbers, and it's Sarah Sletto who brings down the returner. What an effort. The kicker kicks the ball, then goes down and tackles. By the way, she played volleyball last night. Did you know that? She played pretty well, too. So now it'll be Wahpeton starting out with the football. Ball down on the 46 or 47-yard line. It's 1st and 10. It's Bjorna Kubella in at quarterback for Wahpeton. He will take the snap. He fires a pass out to the right. That's number 13, Jackson DeFries. And that's a gain of 5 on the play, as you probably maybe hear in the background as well. The PA nice and loud here at Charlotte Gordon Hanson Stadium. It's now 2nd down and 5. Ball on the 41-yard line. It's Bjorna Kubella in at quarterback. Out to 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Ball in the middle of the hashes, and it'll be a hand up the gut. That's to running back Trayton Mauk. And maybe a yard on the play. Ball is spotted down at the 40-yard line, so maybe a yard as the referees will come out. We'll see if they making a call to make a change. We'll see. Referees are discussing. So, all right, illegal procedure. Might cut it out a little bit, so I can't give you the exact reasoning, but legal procedure is the flag, so that means Wahpeton will have to go back. I believe that's a 5-yard penalty. So now they're down, 2nd down, on the 46-yard line. Kubella in at shotgun with Mauk to his left. 2 receivers to Kubella's right, 1 to his left. Ball near the right hash mark on the inside. It'll be DeFries coming in motion. It'll be a handoff once again to Mauk, and Mauk bounces out to the left side. He's got a corner to beat. He does one. He gets past the numbers down to the 30 and tackled down at the 36-yard line. A gain of 23 on the play there from Trayton Mauk. Just a little simple inside zone play. Jackson DeFries came in motion and kind of filled in the tight end role there. Just a simple inside zone. Mauk found the crease to the outside and got vertical. So it's now 1st down and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line. Kubella in the gun. It'll be another play. No, it'll be a play action pass. He'll roll out to his right. It's a pass caught out to the 20 or to the 17-yard line. That's a pass. Well, on the roster here, it's number 7, so we'll go with Joseph Gomez, the wide receiver defensive back. The junior making the play there. So now it's 2nd down and short. And it's 10:05 here in the first down, or in the first quarter, excuse me. Kubella in the gun with Mauk to his left, trips to the left. And 1 receiver to his near side. It's a screen pass, bubble screen out to DeFries. And that pass is incomplete. Good coverage there by the Jamestown secondary. It was Caleb Sheely in on the pass breakup, or the closest defender to it. So it'll be 3rd down now. Wahpeton on the runs from Trayton Mauk have really gotten themselves deep here on the first drive. So it'll be 3rd down and 2. Ball on the 18-yard line. DeFries will go in motion right to left. Kubella will take the snap. He looks left. He fires a pump. He rolls out to his left. He's still looking downfield, looking deep, and he has no one to throw it to. Maybe a pass attempt there to Joseph Gomez in the back end zone, but a bit too much there on the touch, and it went out about 10 yards too deep or away from Gomez. So now it'll be 4th down and short, and looks like they may stay out on the field here, which isn't necessarily surprising. Jamestown They've been taking it to teams on 4th down as well. Got to respond. So it's Cabela in the gun. Ball on the right hash mark. 4th down and 3 to go. Cabela takes the snap. He looks right. He fires a pump. He's being rushed. He fires a quick pass over the middle, and that'll be brought back down behind the 1st down marker. Maybe a gain of 1 yard. The pass was complete to number 21, Nick Langwalter, the tight end across the middle. But a quick reaction there from the secondary, again, from the Blue Jays. And so it'll be a turnover on downs. Jamestown will get the football. And they'll start on the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. It's Ryan Collenbach in at quarterback, of course. Nate Walls goes in motion left to right, and it's a fake handoff to him, and it'll be a handoff up the gut. It's down to the 20-yard line. In on the carry was running back, I believe that was Keelan Hartstead on the carry. So Collenbach now. It's 2nd and 6. Collenbach in the shotgun, 2 receivers to both sides. Hartstead to his left, and it'll be another inside zone play. This time Hartstead cuts it up left behind the left guard, and he will get down for the 1st down and more down to the 30-yard line. Gain of 10 yards down to the 31, I believe. So it's good enough for a Jamestown 1st down. 8:55 here in the 1st quarter. No scores yet. Collenbach in the gun. Hartstead to his right. 1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right, a heavier set. And Collenbach will once again hand it off to Hartstead, and a missile came in flying to wrap up Hartstead behind the line of scrimmage. And on the tackle there was, I believe, number 16, Evan Doctor. He was the linebacker who came screaming in there, just read the play beautifully, kind of maybe expected the play. So now it's 2nd down and 11. Ball on the 30-yard line. Collenbach takes a snap. He rolls out to his right, finds a receiver downfield. That's Walls across the 40 to the 50. And is tackled down at the 49-yard line. Blue Jays now into enemy territory for the first time today offensively. Beautiful rollout there from Collenbach. Just finds Walls in the 2nd level. Just kind of a simple levels concept there. A receiver in the flat, receiver in the middle, and a receiver going across the post, and just found that 2nd level. Collenbach now, ball on the right hash mark in the gun. Hartstead to his left, 2 receivers to his right, none to his left. Walls goes in motion right to left. It'll be a handoff to Walls. Walls tries to find a crease. He'll bounce off 1 tackler, and he'll be hit down by another. It's number 21 on the tackle. It's Nick Langwalter. He tackled him down at the 45-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 6. 7:21 here in the 1st quarter. Quarterback Collenbach in the gun. Hartstead to his right, trips to his right. 1 receiver to his left. Once again takes the snap, hands it off to Hartstead up the gut, and he will pack it in for a couple of yards, but short of the 1st down. So it'll be 3rd down and about 2. Ball on just the inside of on the outside of the 40-yard line. Jamestown hurrying in a heavier set, a direct snap maybe to Tyson Jorison. It is. Jorison takes the snap, and he will find for the 1st down and more, and he'll be wrapped down around the 30, 33, 34-yard line. There's flag on the play, though, so we'll see if it stands. This play by Jorison has been ran a few times for success this season. An illegal substitution on the defense is the penalty. But head coach Bill Nelson will decline that penalty, and they will keep the 1st down as is. Jorison on that Wildcat formation just takes that direct snap, and a great push from the offensive line, and he was really patient as well. So it's 1st and 10 now, ball down at the 44-yard line. Collenbach in the gun. He takes the snap, and it's a handoff to Hartstead. It'd be about another inside zone, and he runs hard down to the 29-yard line. So now about 6 yards to go for a 1st down. So Ball on the 29-yard line for the Blue Jays. Calling back in the gun. 2 receivers to his left. He will look left and fire a quick pass to Jorison. Jorison, though, can't hang on to it. It's an incomplete pass. Jorison trying to cut up field on a little quick inside bubble screen. Jorison coming in from the outside into the inside. And he was trying to turn up field before he had a hold of the football. So now it'll be 3rd down and 6. Ball on the 29-yard line. The Blue Jays getting lined up quickly. Trips to Collenbach's right, 1 receiver to the left. It'll be a rollout to the right. A pitch play to Hartstead. Hartstead trying to make a few defenders miss, but is ultimately brought down at the 27-yard line. And so that'll bring down 4th and 3 for Jamestown. And head coach Bill Nelson, we just talked about it pregame. He likes to go for it here on 4th down. He likes to push the envelope. He knows the targets are on the back, and why not go for it here? 4th down and 3, 5:30 here in the first quarter. Collenbach in the gun. 2 receivers to his right, none to his left. Ball on the right hash mark. Walls motions right to left. It'll be handoff to Hartstead up the gut, and wow, he almost breaks. Maybe would have been a home run touchdown play there, but he's barely ankle tackled at the 19-yard line. So it's good for a 1st down, though. Hartstead running hard between that center and right guard combination on the inside zone play and almost had pay dirt. So 1st down, ball on the 19-yard line. Collenbach in the gun, still on the right hash mark. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Hartstead will motion right to left. And Collenbach, I believe, drew the defense off sides there. Excuse me, that's Sam Mayhair out on the field, too, next to Collenbach, not Hartstead. Collenbach in the gun. It's 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Collenbach takes the snap. It's a handoff to Mayhair. Mayhair breaks left, and will he get into the end zone? He jives for it. Will they call it a touchdown? Mayhair extending the arms, and they won't call it for a touchdown, but it'll be down to 1st and goal. Just another quick inside zone play. Mayhair takes the crease and almost gets it in. Now Jorison in the Wildcat play. Wall's the only receiver out to the far right. Ball on the left hash mark. Jorison takes the snap, and Jorison running behind the line. Does he get in? And touchdown, Tyson Jorison. Jamestown now leads 6-0. Awaiting the PAT attempt from Sarah Sleto. So Jamestown will take the lead and have the first lead of the game here today.
11 play, 83-yard drive for the Blue Jays.
Sleto back and lined up to kick the extra point. 4:13 here in the first quarter. Ball is snapped. Sleto kicks, and through the uprights, it's good. That makes it 7-0. 4:13 here in the first quarter. We'll step aside for a quick break. When we return, we'll have more Blue Jay football here for you on KQDJ The Gym 107.1. Welcome back into Charlotte Gordon Hanson Stadium here for Blue Jay football. Jamestown taking on Wahpeton in a homecoming date. Jamestown went on the road last week to Wofford City, where they were able to get the victory 46-6. And now here in the first quarter, ahead 7-0 with 4:13 here in the first quarter. Sleto will kick off, and it will be returned by Malk on the right sideline. He'll make a couple defenders miss and be tackled up at the 25-yard line.
Knocked down by Max Rittenbach.
Tackled there by Max Rittenbach. So it'll be Kubella out at quarterback for the Huskies. Wahpeton will start with the ball again on the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Kubella with 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Ball on the right hash mark, going left to right down the field. Malk in at the running back. It'll be a handoff to Malk up the gut, and he's brought down by number 58. That's Gage Freeberg, the defensive lineman. It's tackled down only for a short gain, maybe down to the 28-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 7. Kubella in, gun again, right hash mark. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Malk, the running back, to his left. He will take the snap. It's a motion to DeFreeze. DeFreeze running out to the far side numbers, and he will be pushed out of bounds at the 34-yard line. And so I think he will still be a yard short of the 1st down. That's what they'll place it at. So 3rd and 1. Just a little quick. I don't know if it's a handoff or pass. Didn't necessarily see if he tossed it or not. But either way, DeFreeze with the play there. Kubella in the gun on the ball on the left hash mark. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. It'll be DeFreeze in motion once again, going left to right. It'll be handoff to Malk. Malk on the inside zone. He'll get for the 1st down to the 40, down to the 45. He'll be tackled down at the 44-yard line. So fresh set of downs for the Wahpeton Huskies. It'll be Kubella in at gun, ball on the left hash mark. 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Kubella sends in motion once again. That's Nick Langenwalter, the tight end. Also the linebacker as well. Trips to his right now. Kubella takes the snap. It's a pump fake out in the flat. Kubella rolling out to his right, trying to find somebody, and pass is deflected there by number 15, C.P. Saylor. The wide receiver linebacker there, looking like a defensive back, going all the way to the far side of the field there to make the pass break up. So 2nd and 10, ball on the 44-yard line. Kubella in the gun, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left, with Malk in at running back to his right. DeFreeze in the slot, the right side. He will motion right to left. Kubella takes the snap, a pitch out to the right to Malk. Malk finds a gap on the right tackle, and he will make another juke down to the 40-yard line, and he will be tripped up and fall down to the 40-yard line. The Wahpeton Huskies are driving here. And on that first drive as well, Wahpeton did have some success getting down the field, but weren't able to convert in for a touchdown. A little bit of the same here. See if Jamestown can respond defensively. 1st and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line. Kubella in the gun. DeFreeze in motion from the slot left to right. Kubella with the inside pitch. Play there to Malk, and he was brought down at the 39-yard line. So a gain of 1. So 2nd and 9. Blue Jays trying to hold up defensively. Kubella in the gun, 2 receivers to both sides. Malk on the right, ball on the left field hash mark. It's Langwalter coming in from the slot in at tight end, and Blue Jay defender might have been offsides there, or false start. That's what we got, false start. That's Max Rittenbach. He's usually the one making plays, making tackles, but that time gets caught with his hand in the cookie jar there. So now Wahpeton will move the ball up to the 39-yard line, or excuse me, the 34-yard line. Same formation. Kubella in the gun, and it's a handoff to Malk. Malk staying patient, trying to find wiggle room, but is brought down maybe for a gain of 1 yard on the play. Ball will be spotted down at the 33-yard line. So now it'll be 3rd down and 2. It'll be a long 3rd and 2, though. Kubella in the gun, 2 receivers to both sides with Malk to his left. Ball on the left field hash mark. 42 seconds in the first quarter. Kubella takes the snap. He looks down the field. He fires a pass to Malk. Malk makes the catch. He's got a blocker, and he dances into the end zone. Touchdown, Wahpeton. That's a well-executed play there from Bjorna Kubella to Trayton Malk. Malk, the running back, went out on a pass play there and really jumped up and grabbed that thing. Looking like a tight end out there. But he was able to turn the corner, and he had a blocker, and that's how he found himself into the end zone. So now Wahpeton trailing 6-7 as we await the PAT attempt with 34 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's number 35, Marcos Blackwez, shooting the ball through the post, but it will be no good, and so it'll be 7-6. Jamestown will keep the lead here in the first quarter. We'll step aside for a quick break. When we return, we'll have more Blue Jay football here on KQ The Gym 107.1. Welcome back into Charlotte and Gordon Hanson Stadium. Here has Jamestown Blue Jays ahead in this game 7-6. As Wahpeton will kick the ball off. It's, I believe, Jorison on the return. We'll see. Didn't get a good look at the side there. No, it was Nate Walls on the return there. So down to the 40, or up to the 41-yard line. Jamestown starts their offensive possession. 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. Calling back in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Ball on the right hash mark. It's a play-action pass. Calling back will keep it. Thought it was going to be a pass. It was a QB option, and he was tackled behind the line of scrimmage down at the 38-yard line. Up at the 38-yard line. So a loss of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 13. Collenbach takes. Whoa, he tricked me too. I thought that he was going to take the snap. It was Collenbach drawing the defensive tackle off sides. I saw him start moving, so I instantly thought ball was going to be snapped. So it got me too. So 2 seconds will be needed on the game clock as Jamestown again ahead here 7-6. It's 2nd down now, and they will move the ball up the field to 2nd down and 8. And we'll see if they will even be able to get another play off. And that's the end of the first quarter. Didn't think so. A little pointless there. Well, anyways, Jamestown ahead 7-6. We'll step aside for a quick break. When we return, we'll have more Blue Jay football here on KQ The Gym 107.1. And I believe they're going to call it out of bounds on the catch. Wow, that's what they do. So Nate Walls He had nobody there. Looked like a busted coverage, possibly. Corner looked like he may have thought he had a safety help over top. Well, he didn't, and Walls nearly came down with it for a huge gain. But it won't matter now. So 3rd and 7, 9:23 here in the second quarter. Jamestown trying to score here on this drive. Callenbach takes the snap. He fires a quick pass out to Jorison. It's a bubble screen. Jorison gets to the outside. He makes a cut up field, makes another defender miss, and he'll be brought down at the 17-yard line. So it'll be good for a first down. Tyson Jorison scored the initial touchdown to give Jamestown the lead. That time picking up the first down. And now Jamestown inside of the red zone against Wahpeton. Callenbach in the gun, one receiver to each side, 2 tight ends set. And Hardstead will get the carry inside zone play. Hardstead, he bounces off defenders and he finds his way into the end zone touchdown. Keelan Hardstead, an 18-yard run there from Hardstead. Aggressive run. Blue Jays going with a heavier set there and pound on the rock, and that rewarded him. Bill Nelson talks a lot about setting that offensive line and winning the battle in the trenches. Well, does so that time. Jamestown leads 13-6 as we await the PAT from Sarah Sletto. 8:45 here in the second quarter. Ball is snapped. Sletto kick, and it will hit the left crossbar. And no good. So Jamestown will lead 13-6 here with 8:45 here in the second quarter. We'll step aside for a quick break. When we return, we'll have more Blue Jay football here on KQJ, the Gym 107.1. Welcome into Charlotte and Gordon Hanson Stadium here as the Jamestown Blue Jays lead in this one 13-6 with 8:45 here in the second quarter. That'll be the Blue Jays kicking off left to right. A little bit of drizzle. So if you see any players slipping out there at all, that's why. Or if you hear it. Sletto kicks the ball, and it'll be brought down and returned by Malk. Malk finds a gap up the middle. It's a combination again, this time with Sarah Sletto, and tackled by Isaac Webster as well on the return. Ball is going to be placed down, I believe, at the 40-yard line, maybe 41. So that's what they're going to place it at. So first down and 10 for the Wahpeton Huskies. Cabela in the gun with 2 receivers to both sides, with Malk to his right. Ball in the middle of the field. Cabela takes the snap. It'll be Malk going down the left side, looking for the edge there, but is met by a plethora of Blue Jay defenders there. And I believe it'll be second down, maybe 11. May have lost a yard there on the play. See where they place it. No, they'll put it down at the 40 still. So second down and 10 for Wahpeton. Cabela in the gun with Mount to his right. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Cabela takes the snap. It's a play-action pass. He fires quick pass. It's a screen play. This time for number 12. It's a gain for no play. It's Langenwalter, the tight end, on the reception. It'll be third down now.
Third down and 11 for the Huskies from the Wahpeton 39. Let's hear it for the Blue Jay defense on 3rd and long for the Huskies.
So now Cabela will take the snap, or take the motion left to right. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Ball on the 40-yard line, 3rd and 11. Cabela takes the snap. He fires a pass, and it's an interception. Thomas Newman, he runs down the left field sideline to the 30, and he'll slide down around the 22-yard line. Thomas Newman, the defensive back there, spotted that ball on the long third down play. Cabela trying to pick up the first down, but Newman there able to get some yardage back as well. So 7:20 here in the second quarter. Jamestown leading 13-6.
Blue Jays take over at the Wahpeton 23-yard line.
So Jamestown will start at the 23-yard line. Calling back in the gun with Hartstead to his left, two receivers to his right, one to his left. It'll be a handoff. It's Jorison with the handoff. He'll go to the outside right tackle, and he'll find a crease and go down to the end zone. Touchdown. A flag on the play, though. We'll see who the play is called on. So holding on the offense. That's number 66, Vaughn Romsdale, the center on the play. So touchdown negated for Tyson Jorison. And that actually means the Jamestown Blue Jays will move back.
First down and 20 for the Blue Jays.
So now first down and 20. The ball placed at the 32-yard line. Calling back in the gun with Jorison to his right, three receivers to his right, one to his left. Blue Jays going left to right on the left hash mark. Calling back takes a snap. It's a quick pass out to Jorison in the flat. Jorison finds an edge. He's going back down the field, down to the 20, and pushed out of bounds around the 14-yard line. They'll mark him at the 12-yard line. So big gain there from Tyson Jorison once again. Jorison having that touchdown run called back on the previous play. 7:10 here in the second quarter as the Blue Jays. Jamestown leads 13-6 against Wahpeton. Calling back in the gun, one receiver to each side with Jorison, the running back. Calling back takes a snap. Jorison, an outside zone play, a counter play, and he's tackled down at the 8-yard line. So it'll now be second down and 6. To get the first down, they'll need to get down to the 2-yard line. So it kind of works out if they end up meeting the extra plays, if they can get down to the 2. It'll be Sam Mayhair in at running back, calling back in the gun. Mayhair to his right, two receivers to calling back's right, motion right to left. It'll be a handoff to Mayhair. Mayhair going up the gut, and he's brought down, I believe, at the 3-yard line. So now it'll be third down and 1.
Gain of 5. Put down on the yard to go for the Blue Jays.
Calling back in the gun with Mayhair to his left, one receiver to each side, two tight ends, one on each side. Mayhair now to Callenback's right. Callenback takes a snap. It's a direct snap to Callenback. Callenback following the offensive line and running back's lead. It looks like he's at the 1-yard line. Does he get in? Backfield judge signaling in. Nope, they'll call it down at the 1-yard line. So Jamestown now first and goal on the 1-yard line. Tyson Jorison coming out. Looks like it might be a quarterback keeper, but it'll be Jorison getting the keep. And will they get in? Flag on the play. Looks like Jorison gets in if the flag is on Wahpeton, but we'll have to wait and see. 5:37 here in the second quarter. Jamestown leading 13-6. We await the penalty call.
Right on the play.
Wait and see. It looks like it's going to be on Jamestown by the looks of it. So aiding the runner on number 58 for Jamestown, Gage Freeberg. He's made some good plays this afternoon. That time can't assist the runner there. And it's tough not to, especially when you're so close. They're scoring, but now it's first and goal, but ball on the 6-yard line. Calling back in the gun with Jorison as running back. Two receivers to each side. Ball in the middle of the field. Calling back takes a snap. It's a fake to Jorison. Calling back keeps it, but he'll be wrapped up by two Wahpeton defenders, and will they call it a fumble as the ball went loose? They'll say he was down before the ball went loose. Ball was marked down at the 9-yard line, so a loss of 3 on the play with 5:09 and counting here in the second quarter. So now it'll be second down or second and goal, ball on the 9-yard line.
Second down and goal for the Blue Jays. The ball
Calling back It'll be in the gun. Jorson staying in at running back here on this drive. 2 receivers to each side. Ball on the left field hash mark. Calling back. He'll take the snap. He looks left, and he tries to fire a pass over the middle. That pass was tipped, maybe even almost picked, but it goes incomplete. It was intended for Caden Michelson on the play, the tight end. They've connected on a couple of touchdowns this season so far, especially over the middle, but that time Wahpeton defense ready. So 4:43 here in the second quarter. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line. Calling back in the gun. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. And it's Jorson in at running back. Calling back rolls out to his right. He tries to find a receiver in the back of the end zone and does. Nate Walls, touchdown. That's a 9-yard touchdown catch there from Nate Walls. Calling back had to roll out to his right and found Nate Walls on a crosser going back the other way. And now Jamestown will lead here 19-6 as we await the PAT attempt from Sarah Sleto. Ball is snapped. Sleto kicks the ball and perfect through the uprights. That's 20-6 now. With 4:38 here in the second quarter, we'll step aside for a quick break. When we return, we'll have more Blue Jay football here for you on KQJ, The Gym, 107.1. Welcome back into Charlotte and Gordon Hanson Stadium here. 4:38 here in the second quarter. Jamestown leading 20-6. Homecoming week for Jamestown. And so far having a ball here on Friday night. That'll be Sarah Sleto kicking off. Left to right. Wahpeton with 4:38 here in the second quarter. Going to try to get themselves back in the end zone to make this game a little closer before half. Sleto will boot the ball, and it'll be Malk back to return at the 18. He runs right. Will pass the 30-yard line going to the outside and is brought down. We brought down at the 35-yard line. So the Huskies will get to start 35-yard line, trailing here by 14. 4:32 in the second quarter. So it's Bjorna Cabela in at quarterback still, with Trayton Malk to his left, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Ball on the right field hash mark. Cabela will motion into freeze and right to left. It'll be a handoff to Malk, though, up the middle, and he'll be tackled in at the line of scrimmage. So gain of nothing there. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Thomas Newman on that last defensive possession for Jamestown, coming up with that interception, leading to the score. See if the Jamestown Blue Jays can have more magic. Cabela in the gun, trips to his right to freeze, motions in from right to left, and it'll be a rollout to his right. It's a pass out to the flat to DeFreeze, but Newman there on the pass breakup there, just showing his presence down in the flat from the safety position, excuse me. So now it'll be 3rd down and 10. Wahpeton struggling here in the first 2 plays, setting up this long 3rd down. Cabela in the gun with Mount to his right, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. Ball on the right field hash mark. Ball on the 35 still. Cabela takes the snap. He looks left, and he's being pressured. He finally fires a shot over the middle, and it's Tyson Jorson with the interception across the middle, down to the 30, makes one person miss, down to the 20, and brought down at the 17-yard line. So the Jamestown Blue Jays get an opportunity here in the red zone. Well, there's a flag on the play. We'll see if that stands. As we await the call, Jamestown may have to. And it'll be a roughing the passer penalty. So the interception play turned into a negated. It became negated and really turns into a positive play for Wahpeton, not just on the interception, but now they're not facing a third down and has long. As we have some refs now talking things over. So Wahpeton will start with the ball, I believe, up at the 44-yard line, but refs are convening. So, of course, that's always subject to change. 3:41 here in the second quarter as Jamestown is leading in this game 20-6 against the Wahpeton Huskies. So the ball was at the 44-yard line, got moved up to the 50-yard line. So 1st and 10. The Wahpeton Huskies will get to keep their possession alive after the interception was negated on a roughing the passer penalty. Cabela in the gun with Malk to his left, trips to his right. Ball in the middle of the field. One receiver to the left side. Cabela takes a snap. He looks right, fires a pass to DeFries in the flat, and that pass is almost picked off by Jorison again. Tyson Jorison coming in hard on the flat play, broke up the pass, and on the bobble almost came down with it, but couldn't do so. So it'll be now 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 50-yard line. Lorna Cabela in the gun with Trayton Malk to his right. 2 receivers to both sides. It's Jackson DeFries in the slot to his right. He'll be in motion right to left. It's a handoff to Malk up the gut. And in on the play, it's Caden Michelson as well as Gage Freeberg in on the play. Even Bo Nelson as well, just a rally to the ball. So it'll be a loss of 1 yard on the play, ball on their own 49-yard line. So 3rd down and 11, Cabela in the gun. One receiver to his right, 2 to his left with Malk to his left. Ball still in the middle of the field. Cabela takes the snap. He looks left. He fires a pass to DeFries. That pass is picked off. That's Caleb Sheely. Runs down the right sideline, breaks a tackle at the 10, and in for a touchdown. Pick 6. Caleb Sheely took that pass back to the house. Thought he was going to be possibly pushed out of bounds there by Cabela around the 10-yard line, and he ends up shaking Cabela off and gets in for a touchdown. Jamestown leads 26-6 with 2:35 here in the second quarter as we await the PAT attempt from Sarah Sletto. Sletto gets the snap, and ball is up and through the upright, so it'll be 27-6 now. With 2:35 here remaining in the first half, we'll step aside for a quick break. When we return, we'll have more Blue Jay football here for you on KQ2J, the Gym 107.1. Welcome back into Charlotte Gordon Hanson Stadium here as the Jamestown Blue Jays are ahead in this one with 2:35 left in the first half. Jamestown leads here
Return men for the Huskies, Malk and DeFries. Sletto kicking off from
with Sletto kicking off. It's 27-6. So Wahpeton will have to make fast work of this possession to try to score. Sletto kicks the ball, and it'll go out of bounds at the 11 or 12, at the 13-yard line. They'll signal it. Malk let that one bounce out. So now Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line, as you may have heard over the PA there from the ref. So 1st and 10. Cabela will look to get things back on track here on this drive. Cabela in the gun, ball on the right field hash mark. Ball at the 35-yard line. 2 receivers to his left. DeFries will go in motion left to right. And it's a pitch out to left to Malk. Malk finds a crease, and he's able to sliver through a few defenders. And he's tackled down at the 45-yard line. And will they signal it for a first down? It was right at the orange chain, and they will signal it. So first down for the Wahpeton Huskies there. On just a quick pitch there to Trayton Mouch. So Cabela in the gun with Malk to his right. Ball in the middle of the field. It'll be a handoff to Malk up the gut. Ball was loose from Malk, and Cabela able to dive onto the football to save the possession. Smart awareness there from Cabela to hop on that ball quickly, because Jamestown was certainly trying to get after it as soon as he had dove onto it. So ball on the 42-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 13. Cabela in the gun with Malk to his left. 2 receivers to his right. 1 to his left. DeFries in the slot to his right. Cabela takes the snap, and it's a play-action pass to DeFries out in the flat. And DeFries breaks a couple tackles, and he will be in for a gain of 8 yards there. Ball on the 50-yard line. Now Jamestown will take a timeout here with 1:28 in the second quarter. Maybe thinking here they can hold Wahpeton and get the ball back once again. We'll step aside for a quick break. When we return, we'll have more Blue Jay football here on KQJJ The Gym 107.1. Welcome back into Charlotte and Gordon Hanson Stadium here as the Jamestown Blue Jays are ahead in this one with 1:28 left in the first half. Ball on the 50-yard line. Wahpeton Huskies trying to make a go of it here in this drive. And it's the 3rd down and 5. Cabela in the shotgun with Malk to his left. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. DeFries in the slot to his right. Cabela takes the snap. It's a handoff to Malk up the gut, and he finds a crease down to the 40 and sheds a few more tacklers. Are still going strong down the middle past the 30 and tackled at the 25-yard line. Trayton Malk showing some impressive running just after a couple plays, having that fumble, making a huge play there. 25-yard gain on the run. 1:10 here in the second quarter. Cabela trying to go with some pace. He'll take the snap. It's a handoff to Malk, but he's met behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 4 on the play. And was tackled in by Max Rittenbach on the tackle for loss. So he loses 3 on the play. The ball will be placed at the 29-yard line. So it's 2nd down and 14, so it is a loss of 4. Cabela in the shotgun, 2 receivers to both sides. DeFries in at running back. Cabela will take the snap, and that ball is tipped on the pass, and not almost an interception, but certainly in the realm of it was Sam Mayhair on the tipped pass. So pass incomplete, 31 seconds left here in the first down. It'll be 3rd down and 14 for Wahpeton. Ball still on the 29-yard line. Wahpeton's converted some of these longer plays here and there, especially just like they did with Trayton Malk on that last first down run. Cabela in the gun. Takes the snap. He looks right. It's a quick pass to Malk, and that ball is tipped up. Oh, my goodness. It's Max Rittenbach on the return down to the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown. Max Rittenbach He fired out into the flat there, expecting the quick pass. Tipped it with his hand, brought it down with both arms like it was his baby, and took it to the house for a touchdown. What a play there. Head coach Bill Nelson wanting the timeout, wanting earlier in the drive to get the other way. There's a sideline warning on Jamestown. So the touchdown will stand, as it won't negate that play. But I guess a warning to the sidelines there. Maybe getting a little too excited there. So 33-6 with 19 seconds left here in the first half as we await the PAT attempt from Sletto. Takes a snap. Sletto kicks the ball through the middle, uprights and good. 34-6. Jamestown leads here with 19 seconds left in the first half. We'll step aside for a quick break. When we return, we'll have more Blue Jay football here on KQ2J, the Gym, 107.1. Welcome back into Charlotte and Gordon Hanson Stadium here as the Jamestown Blue Jays ahead in this one, 34-6 with 19 seconds left here in the first half. It was a pick six by Max Rittenbach on the last play. It was a tipped pass. He was rushing on the outside. He was rushing on the outside and was able to tip the pass and got it in for a score. I was back about 40, 50 yards at the least. Sletto, a little squib kick, and it'll be good to Malk. Malk takes the return, and Malk will get down to the 35-yard line. Tackled down by number 7 there, Liam Fry. So Wahpeton will get the ball with 13 seconds left here in the first half. 1st and 10, ball on the 35-yard line. Clearly things haven't gone as well for Cubella as Wahpeton would like here in the last couple minutes. Jamestown wants a timeout, though. They want to make sure that they aren't caught in the wrong coverage with only 13 seconds left. So we'll step aside for a quick break. When we return, we'll have more Blue Jay football here on KQ2J, the Gym, 107.1. Welcome back into Charlotte Gordon Hanson Stadium here as the Jamestown Blue Jays ahead in this one. They've really put some differential between themselves and Wahpeton here in the second quarter, leading 34-6 with 13 seconds left in the half. Wahpeton starting out with the ball 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line. Cubella in the gun. DeFries going in motion left to right. It'll be a handoff to Malk up the gut, and he'll be tackled in for a gain of about 3 down to the 38-yard line. And the time, I believe, will get ran off here at the end of the first half. So that will be the end of the first half. Jamestown ahead in this one, 34-6. After an impressive second quarter that allowed them to really pack on some power. Wahpeton, though, our offensive struggles have really come at their own expense with the interceptions and the turnovers. So we'll step aside for a quick break. When we return, we'll have more Blue Jay football here on KQ2J, the Gym, 107.1. there. So Wahpeton will start with the football at the Blue Jay 49. Cabela in the gun with two receivers to his right, one to his left. Ball on the right field hash mark. Cabela in the gun. It'll be a handoff to Malk. Malk trying to spin away to the outside. Brought down by Caden Michelson on the tackle. He's brought down back up to the 48 in Wahpeton territory. So it'll be a loss of 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 13. Cabela in the gun with Malk to his right, two receivers to his left, one to his right with 11:30 here in the third quarter. Cabela, two receivers to his left. DeFreeze in the slot. Cabela takes the snap. He looks right, fires a pass over the middle. That pass is tipped. That time, I think that was batted down there by number 58. That's Gage Freeberg again, I believe, causing havoc on the tip pass. So 11-18 here in the third quarter. Be third and 13 on the Wahpeton 48-yard line. Cabela in the gun, trips to his left, one receiver to his right. Ball in the middle of the field. Cabela with Malk, I believe, to his left. Cabela takes a snap, and he tries to fire a pass, and he ends up doing so. He almost took the sack, but fired a pass deep down the field, able to evade the sack and evade any turnovers. So it'll be an incomplete, but it'll be fourth down now and 13 from their own 48-yard line with 11-11 here in the third quarter. Back to return will be Caleb Sheely for Jamestown. And it's Trayton Malk punting, I believe. And Malk will punt that ball. And it gets deep. It hits about the 20-yard line, bounces to the 15, down to the 11-yard line. And Sheely's going to let that one be alone. Jackson DeFreeze, will put the ball down at the 11-yard line on the punt. So 11:01 here in the third quarter as Jamestown will start their drive at the 11-yard line. First and 10. Jamestown ahead 34-6. Calling back in a heavy set, one receiver to each side. And it'll be a handoff to, I believe, see, it was Sam Mayhair on the run. It'll be a pickup of 9, tackled down at the 20-yard line. So it'll be second and 1. 10:45 here in the third quarter. Calling back in the gun with Mayhair to his right, two receivers to his right. It'll be Walls going in motion right to left. Now two receivers to his left. It's a direct snap. A direct snap to Mayhair. I don't know if it was planned or not, but Mayhair did get the snap and lost a yard on the play. So tackle down at the 19-yard line. That'll be third and 2, 10:08 here in the third quarter. Calling back, be in the gun with Mayhair to his left. Ball in the middle of the field. Two receivers to his right, one to his left. 9:57 and counting. Calling back takes the snap. It'll be a handoff to Mayhair, and he'll be tripped up around the line of scrimmage. That's number 3, Omar Martinez, the safety for Wahpeton. Be fourth and a yard for Jamestown. 9:28 here in the first quarter. It'll be a direct snap, this time to Jorison. Jorison again on the left field side to the 50, down to the 40, down to the 30. He's being chased out of bounds. Will he go down? Down past the 20, down to the 15-yard line is where he was tackled at by linebacker Evan Doctor. A 60-yard run there from Tyson Jorison. Jorson, he's been electric this evening. And showing it there again on the 65-yard run from Tyson Jorson. 9:02 here in the third quarter and counting. 34-6, Jamestown leads. Ball on the 15-yard line. Be 1st and 10. Calling back in the gun. And mishandled snap there. Mayhair comes up with it. He'll be tackled back down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. He's tackled at the 22-yard line. So a loss of 7 from the initial first down marker. So now it'll be 2nd and 17. Ball on the 22-yard line. 8:15 here in the third quarter. It's calling back in the gun with Mayhair to his left. It's a heavier formation once again. One receiver to each side. Ball in the middle of the field. Callenback takes a snap. He fires a deep pass down the left side to Walls. And a little too hard there. Good coverage as well. That was on the defense. Braden Steffens on Nate Walls on the outside there. Had him shaded pretty well. So 7:55 here in the third quarter. That'll be 3rd and 17. Jamestown trying to convert here and put more points on the board. Calling back in the gun with Mayhair. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. 3rd and 17. Ball on the 22-yard line. Calling back. Takes a snap. He looks left. He fires a pass across the middle. Nate Walls. Walls turns it up the field. Slant. 5. Touchdown. Walls on the simple slant route just cuts it upfield vertically and gets his way all the way in for a touchdown. 40-6, Jamestown leads as we await the PAT attempt from Sarah Sletto.
That's a 7-play drive that covered 89 yards.
7-play, 89-yard drive for Jamestown. 7:28 here in the third quarter. Sletto gets the snap, and ball may have been blocked there, I think, by Trayton Mauk. So it'll be 40-6. Jamestown leads in this one with 7:21 left in the third quarter. We'll step aside for a quick break. When we return, we'll have more Blue Jay football here on KQ2J, The Gym, 107.1. Welcome back into Charlotte and Gordon Hanson Stadium here as the Jamestown Blue Jays ahead in this one, 40-6, with 7:21 here in the third quarter. It'll be Jamestown kicking the ball off right to left. Wahpeton, the Huskies will attempt to drive left to right. Back to return is Jackson DeFries, as well as Trayton Mauk, both on each hash mark. Sletto runs and boots the ball, and it'll be picked up there by DeFries at the 22-yard line, and he's brought down quickly by a couple of Blue Jay defenders down at the 28 or up to the 28-yard line. So 7:16 here in the third quarter. The Wahpeton Huskies will try to get themselves back going offensively. It'll be Bjorna Kubela, Kubela in the gun with 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. It'll be Mauk to his right, ball on the left field hash mark. Kubela will take the snap. It'll be a pass, short stick route there to Jackson DeFries, tackled down at the 36-yard line. So it'll be now 2nd down and 3. A good little short pass play there for the Wahpeton Huskies. 6:53 here in the third quarter. It'll be Cubula in at gun. He takes a snap. It's a handoff to Trey Malk. Malk trying to go inside zone, but will be gobbled up by the defensive line of Jamestown. Gain of nothing, maybe a yard on the play. We'll call it, see where they spot it at, and they're going to set it at the 37-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 1 for the Wahpeton Huskies as they'll try to punch this one in for a yard to continue their drive. Cubula in it, shotgun with Malk to his right, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Ball on the right field hash mark. Cubula takes a snap, and it's a handoff to Malk, but there are penalty flags and whistles. And it looks like they're going to call, I think, false start. And it is a false start on the offense. It's number 7, J.D. Gomez, the wide receiver, on the false start. So 6:07 here in the third quarter. Again, now it'll be 3rd down and 6 from the Wahpeton 32-yard line. 5:58 in the third quarter and counting. Cubula in the gun. That's a spread out formation, 5 receivers wide. Malk in the slot to his right. Jackson DeFries goes in motion left to right, trips to his right now, 2 receivers to his left. Cubula takes a snap, pump fakes, still looking for a receiver, and will fire a pass out into the flat. That's number 21, Nick Langenwater, down, and he'll be tackled down for a 1st down and more to the 41-yard line. So the Wahpeton Huskies pick up the 1st down. It'll be Nick Langenwater, the beneficiary of that catch. Not really a whole lot there. Had to kind of make something out of nothing and did so successfully. 5:08 and counting here in the third quarter. 1st and 10. Cubula in the gun with Malk to his right. 1 receiver to his left, 2 receivers to his right. Ball on the right field hash mark. 4:55 and counting. Jackson DeFries goes in motion. It's a play action fake, and he'll be handed out to the flat, or passed out to the flat to Langenwater again for a, see if they mark it even for a gain. It might be out at the line of scrimmage, and that's where they'll place it. So at the 41-yard line again, 2nd and 10. 4:30 here in the third quarter and counting as Jamestown's ahead 40-6. Cubula in the gun with Malk to his right, 2 receivers to each side. Ball on the right field hash mark still. DeFries goes in motion. It's a missed snap, and Cubula, I think, falls on it. And I think they'll retain possession. Missed bobbled snap there. It's been a wet night, so a little understandable there on the slipperiness of the football, but certainly not the time you want it. And now you have a long 3rd down here, so it'll be 3rd down and 15. Ball on the 36-yard line. 3:53 left in the third quarter. Spread formation. Malk in the slot to his right. DeFries in the slot to his left. Cubula takes the snap. He fires a pass over deep the middle. That's Malk. He catches it. He makes a defender miss. Past the 40 down. Tackled at the 34-yard line. That's gained for a 1st down and more. Wahpeton Huskies driving here with 3:26 in the third quarter. Cubula in the gun with Malk to his right, 2 receivers to his right, 1 receiver to his left. Ball on the left field hash mark. Takes the snap, looks right, fires a pump fake, tries to find Langenwater for a tight end screen, but Langenwater has to jump extremely high to make that catch for what looks to be maybe a loss of a half yard on the play. So now it'll be 2nd down and 11 on the 35-yard line. So no gain on the play. 2:38 in the third quarter. Cubula in the gun with 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Malk, the running back, to his left. Ball on the left field hash mark, and it's a pitch to the left to Malk. Malk makes a couple juke moves and gets up past the 30 and will be gang tackled at the 33-yard line. So that's a gain of 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 3 with 2:10 in the third quarter. Jamestown again leading 40-6 here in the third quarter. Cuba in the gun with Malk to his left, two receivers to his right, one to his left. Cuba takes the snap. It's a play action pass. He rolls out to his right, and Langenwalter, the pass just behind him, not able to come down with the catch. And that's an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th down and 3. Ball on the 27-yard line, and you got to think here, if you're the Huskies, you're going to go for it. Try to put some more points on the board, keep things going positively momentum-wise. So Cuba will stay in the gun with Malk to his left. Two receivers each side with Jackson DeFries in the slot to his left. Ball on the left field hash mark. 4th and 3. 1:10 and counting. Cuba takes the snap. It's a handoff to Malk up the gut. And will he be brought down? And he is. He's about a yard or two short. And so that'll be a turnover on downs for the Jamestown Blue Jays. With 1:04 here in the third quarter, Jamestown leads 40-6. They'll get the ball back here with a chance to maybe kill some clock and continue to work on their offense here. Calling back in the gun. It's Keelan Hartstead to his right, two receivers to his right. Ball on the right field hash mark. It's Walls, the lone receiver, to his left. He motions in, and it's a handoff to Hartstead after the snap. And he's brought down by multiple defenders from the Wahpeton Huskies down at the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 4 on the play. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. It'll be 2nd down and 6. So there's about a 4-second differential between the play clock and the game clock. We'll see if they end up running the play here at the last second. It's calling back in the gun. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. They'll go ahead with the play. Hand off to Hartstead. Outside zone play to the left, and it's good for 1st down and more down to the 40-yard line. And I believe that'll take us to the end of the third quarter as Jamestown leads 40-6 after 3. When we come back, Jamestown will have a 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line. We'll step aside for a quick break. When we return, we'll have more Blue Jay football here on the Gym, 107.1 at KKDJ. Welcome back into Charlotte and Gordon Hanson Stadium here as the Jamestown Blue Jays ahead in this one, 40-6. The Blue Jays will get to start out with the ball to begin this fourth quarter with a fresh set of downs. On the 40-yard line, of course, teams flipping field position. So the Blue Jays now, Jamestown will drive left to right, and the Huskies, when they receive the ball back, they will drive right to left. So ball on the 40-yard line. Calling back in the gun with Hartstead to his right. That's a heavy set with looks to be about 3 tight ends to the left with Walls on the left side. Walls goes in motion left to right. He goes behind the quarterback to hand off to the left to Hartstead. Hartstead breaks a tackle. He stumbles, but he gets back up. He goes past the 50, breaks a defender, and gets tackled down at the 41 or the 39-yard line. Great extra effort and stability there from Keelan Hartstead, able to take the play to the outside, and on a slippery night like tonight, able to keep his balance and get down for the 1st down and more. So Jamestown will have the ball with a fresh set of downs on the 39-yard line with 11:28 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Jamestown leading 40-6, coming back in the gun. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Walls in motion in the slot. It'll be handoff up the middle to Sam Mayhair, and he's tackled down at the 34-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 5 after the run from Sam Mayhair. Jamestown not moving as fast tempoed as they were maybe in the first half. Of course, wanting to use up some of this clock, I presume. Calling back in the gun with two receivers to his right, one to his left. Ball on the left field hash mark. Calling back takes a snap. It's a handoff going right to Sam Mayhair. Mayhair breaks one tackle and gets passed down the first down line. He's still going. Thought he was going to be brought down there. Looked like it, but he was able to hit a second burst. And he was in it conclusively brought down at the 18-yard line. Jamestown driving here, a fresh set of downs. Calling back in the gun with Mayhair to his left. Nice. And it'll be a handoff again to Mayhair up the gut. He'll shed one tackler as he's being gang tackled at the, I think they're going to mark it down at the 14-yard line or 13-yard line. So a gain of about 5 or 6 on the play. It'll be second down now and 5. Ball on the 13-yard line. Calling back in the gun. It's Sam Mayhair to his right. Two receivers to his left. One to his right. Ball in the middle of the field. It's a handoff up the gut to Mayhair. Mayhair breaking through tacklers again. This time down at the 5 or 4 yard line. See if they mark it down at. Sam Mayhair running hard here as there's an offensive lineman, I believe, hobbling up a little bit. And that's number 62 on the play, the left guard. It looks like he's going to stay in. Mayhair will check out of the game. Hardstead comes out onto the field. And it's Jackson Jarrett in at tight end as well, lining up. Two receivers to Collenbach's left, one to his right. It's a handoff up the middle to Hardstead, and he's tripped up and tackled down at the, let's call it the 2 or 3 yard line. And they're going to mark him down at the 4 yard line. It's second and goal now from the 4 yard line. Calling back in the gun with Hardstead to his right. Two receivers to his right, one to his left. Ball in the middle of the field. Callenbach takes a snap. It's a handoff to Hardstead up the gut. And he's not touched. It's in for a touchdown. Jamestown leads now 46-6 as we await the PA attempt from Sarah Sletto with 8:20 and counting here in the fourth quarter. It's a 9-play drive there for Jamestown, covering 74 yards. Sletto lines up for the extra point attempt. Just had a mixed bag here of extra point attempts. This time the ball was snapped in. Ball was put perfectly up through the upright. So 47-6 with 7:57 here in the fourth quarter. We'll step aside for a quick break. When we return, we'll have more Blue Jay football, here on the Gym 107.1 at KQDJ. Welcome back into Charlotte and Gordon Hanson Stadium here. The Jamestown Blue Jays ahead in this one with 7:57 here in the fourth quarter. Ahead 47-6, the Wahpeton Huskies come out looking strong in the first quarter. Certainly moving the ball. They've even moved the ball here in the second half, just have really struggled to pack it into the end zone. And I guess got to give credit to the Jamestown defense for holding this Wahpeton offense to number 6. Certainly talented. Drayton Mount, Kubala, Langwater, and Moore, of course, Jackson, DeFries, all certainly capable of a higher score, but Jamestown just done a good job defensively. It's DeFries on the return. After the kickoff, he's tackled out of bounds down at the 34-yard line. So Wahpeton, they'll get a start with a fresh set of downs. And maybe a confidence-building drive here, as the Huskies, I'm sure, would like to put another Husky into the end zone before the game is done. 7:37 and counting here in the fourth quarter. 47-6. It'll be Cubula in at quarterback, still in the gun with Malk to his left, two receivers to his left, one to his right. Ball on the left field hash mark. It's DeFreeze going in motion left to right. It's a handoff to going right to Malk on the outside zone. And Malk tackled down at the line of scrimmage, so no gain there. It was Keelan Hartstead making the tackle. So running back tackling the running back there. A penalty flag on the play. We'll have to see. They'll call this one on. Looks like it's going to be against Wahpeton based off the signal. So wait to maybe hear something from the PA or from the refs. Still waiting the call there. Certainly, so Wahpeton is going back. We'll see how far they get pushed back. They were at the 34, and they're stepping all the way back to the 21-yard line. So no word from the ref on what the penalty was, but a 15-yard penalty nonetheless on the Huskies. 7:06 here in the fourth quarter and counting. The Blue Jays ahead 47-6. As Cubula in the gun with Malk to his left. Cubula takes the snap. He fires a quick pass out to Jackson DeFreeze, and he's brought down pretty quickly. It will be pass up to the 27-yard line. So a gain of 7 there on the play. Still a long ways to go here on second down. It'll be 2nd and 18. 6:30 here in the fourth quarter. Cubula in the gun with Malk to his left, two receivers to his right, one to his left, ball on the left field hash mark. 6:17 to go in the fourth quarter. That'll be a pitch out to the left to Malk. Malk tries to find running room, but can't do too much with it as he's tackled down at the 31-yard line. So it'll bring up third down, 3rd and 14 for the Wahpeton Huskies. That 15-yard penalty really set them a ways back. And at the moment, it's killing the momentum. But Cubula will be in the spread formation, 5 receivers wide, 2 to his left, 3 to his right, ball on the left field hash mark. Cubula takes a snap. He's being rushed by a few Blue Jay defenders. Rolls out to his left. He fires a pass and almost brought in. Looked like it could have been an interception or out of bounds or a pass complete there. Ball was bobbled around there a lot. But incomplete pass nonetheless. And so it'll be 4th down and 14, 5:14 here in the fourth quarter. Jamestown leads 47-6. 5:07 and ticking. It will be the punting squad out for the Wahpeton Huskies. Back to return for Jamestown. It'll be Caleb Shealy. Malk takes the snap and he punts the ball, but it will go kind of a line drive and bounce out. And the ball takes actually a nice bounce. Looking at where the refs are going to spot the ball, they went down a bit further than I thought maybe. Looks like maybe about the 40-yard line. We'll see. So, yeah, that's where they're going to place it down at the Wahpeton Huskies. The Jamestown Blue Jays will start their drive out on their own 40-yard line with 4:45 here in the fourth quarter. In at quarterback, I believe it's Wyatt Limson, and he will hand off to number 7, Liam Fry, on the carry. It'll be a gain of about 10 yards. 4:26 here in the fourth quarter.